Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Inner strength for excellence. And our Giri said that एक cushion देना पीछे. Giri said that he has got exam and he is not got exam. Are we not in exam every moment? The moment I came into the house, the first exam I had was, Swamiji, my daughter has considered this house as a hotel. Airbnb.
Is it not?
Huh?
Is it not?
GST free, payment free.
She has taken it to be a Airbnb. So I have to answer. I didn't answer. I said I'll answer it in the lecture. So we are in exam every moment. We don't know when this breath is going to be the last one. We don't know. But we live with this belief that everything is fine. We are going to live continuously forever and ever and ever and ever. Everything is going to be hunky-dory. But it is not so. You know, that I remember once 5-7 years ago there was this crazy John
Phone dealer, yes.
phone dealer.
Yes.
He was only 41 years old and he went for a jog and he didn't come back home. He just dropped while jogging. Completely fit. Completely fit. So we don't know. So every moment from childhood till now, we all, every one of us, we were all born. From childhood and till now, you look at those young children, they are continuously excelling. A child is born, the energy, the consciousness that is inside of him, the life that is expressing through him, it is switched full. You know, you put the gas full, everything starts boiling. In him, the life is fully expressing. He wants to see, hear, touch, feel, taste, experience, everything. And you see, if you give him the glass, he will hit it on the ground, then he will feel it, then he will lick it, then he'll keep looking where what is this image that is coming on it. Continuous exploration. And that's when life is wonderful. That is excellence. When every moment, no moment in our life is taken for granted, and every moment is an exploration of our potential. Understand this point. Now, once we grow, after growing, what happens?
Same old.
We have become father and mother. Oh, thank God, we have escaped. He came straight to father, mother. No. We become comfortable with our studies. We become comfortable in our job. We become comfortable in our profession. The moment we become comfortable anywhere, we become a problem to ourselves. We are no longer a problem to ourselves if we have a challenge in front of us, if we have a goal in front of us, if we are outside the security net, then alone we are excelling. So never stop learning. What happens? Majority people, They finish their studies and then they think, oh, I made it. I've made my life. I've passed year 12. I've done my ID. I've done my engineering. I've got married. I've got the children. I've got them educated. Now what? Majority of the people cannot live longer. The moment they retire, they die. Lot of them. Why? Because no goal in front of them. So we have to mold ourselves in such a way that throughout our life we have something which we are aspiring for. And it's not an inspiration because someone has said it, or it will come like that to you, that you may have, maybe the scriptures have said it, maybe your elders have said it, maybe your parents have said it, maybe some satsang you went and you heard it there. So what is it? See, majority of the people in this world, where in India, why do Indians succeed here? How many dollars did you come with? How many?
500.
500. My mother came with 400. I came with maybe 1,000. It was not allowed more than 1,000. So instead I got a video camera with me because mom wanted it. So, and on that I had to pay $400 duty fee. They said it's over the $1,000 limit. So we came with nothing. And when you find that you are, or when you are faced that there is no security, what is security with $400? So you came with $400-500. Today you have everything. But what made you struggle? What made you excel? What made you keep putting forth the energy, the ideas, the creativity, and never stop? What Vivekananda said, stop not till the goal is reached, isn't it? Uttishta Jagrata. Wake up and arise to reach your goal. The moment we get comfortable, that's when these questions come. Not for you, for children also. That's when they become argumentative. That's when they don't have a problem, because electricity is paid for, water is paid for, books are paid for, clothes are paid for, they have their own room, they've got all the gadgets in front of them. Someone is taking them to drop, someone is taking them to pick up. Where did anyone, you send someone, every day you have to go cycling to the school. Do it. You will automatically come into line. One mom told, Swamiji, yeah, just last week, someone's house I went. Swamiji, my child is not eating. I said, oh, not eating? What does he eat during the day? No, I have to feed, no. I said, no, make him go hungry. And then whatever you give him to eat, he will eat. But you have to keep your emotion of mother inside. No. How can I do that? No, if you want this child to eat everything that you cook, you have to keep him hungry. He is right now in a comfort zone that whatever he demands, whatever he wants, it is immediately presented to him. And therefore, he is nibbling this, nibbling that, and whenever mommy makes dosa, he wants idli. If you give idli, he wants vada. If you give vada, he wants chapati. If you give chapati, he wants pasta. If you give pasta, he wants pizza. He or she, both. This is why, because everything is available. Never make yourself come to a point where you feel you have made it. Always remain on the hanging, that there is something more to do, something more to achieve, something higher to reach. See? And this can be done in two ways. Either you complain and get there, or you be happy and get there. Like a person, he is diabetic and he goes to the doctor. Doctor says, hey, you got diabetes, you have to stop eating sugar, sweets. Oh, but I like sweets, see, malai cake or son papadi or laddu. I like it. What did you send me as? Khara pongal. No, sweet pongal you sent.
Yeah.
Prasad.
Yeah.
But diabetes? No, but I have to take this medicine. But I like my burfi, I like my gulab jamun, I like my this, and continuously cribbing and cribbing and cribbing and cribbing. What is happening in that person's case? That under force, without accepting that I want to do it, he is going to follow the diktat of the doctor that he doesn't have to eat sugar, and he is going to be unhappy throughout his life. But a person who has decided, oh my God, what, my sugar has gone up, okay, from today I stop. For him or her, there's no problem. Both of them are not having sugar. One is from inside he has accepted, and therefore he is taking it as a part of the life, part of journey, and just living it. Okay, how does it matter? Life is not only about eating sweets. But the other one, he is attached to his sweets, and therefore it has become a big issue for him in his life. And therefore continuously. See, both have to give up. Both have to give up. In life, and come to this principle now, in life we have to give up everything. When the last breath goes, everything that you have collected, you have to give up. Question is, right now also, you breathe in, you become nourished with the oxygen. You have to give up the breath. You can't keep it holding in. You eat food, you can't keep it inside. You have to defecate. You drink water, you have to urinate or work it out and sweat it out. You can't keep it in. Everything that you acquire, possess, accumulate, you have to give it up. Now question is, whether you like or you don't like, you have to give it up. Are you going to do it joyfully or are you going to do it miserably? How are we going to do it? We are talking about getting inner strength. Inner strength comes when we are inspired. Inspiration comes when our attention is on something higher. Whenever we get attached to something, we become comfortable. Once we become comfortable, our creativity stops. The possibility that I can be more, the possibility that I can achieve greatness, and whatever the greatness, whether it is professional, family, spiritual, whatever it may be, it does not matter. Physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, we are not, in general, greatness. So are we a friend of ourselves or are we an enemy of ourselves? Creativity happens only when we are happy. Creativity does not happen when we are depressed. Creativity does not happen when we are cribbing and complaining all the time. For creativity to happen, which is your nature. As a child, you are creative. Today they need laptops and iPads to be entertained. As kids, you see any small kid. If this glass is there, he will start a game with this glass. If you give him a chair, he will start a game with the chair. If there is no laptop or iPads in the house, he will start making a game. He will go up, climb down, find all different ways he can go inside and around the chair. That's a game. 2 hours gone. If you give him a glass, you remember your childhood days, why you have to go, or you look at your young children, when your children were young, what they were doing. But then what has happened to us? Because we are not exploring life. To explore life, we have to get out of our rigmarole thinking. Me, my wife, my children, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. What is for breakfast? What is for lunch? What is for dinner? We have to go to this, I have to drop this, I have to pick up that. This is only we are caught up in. Either you do it joyfully, there will be creative, then you are free because you have accepted it. But if you are doing it out of compulsion, that if I don't do it, then what? Then do it. No, but there are people who have come to us. But then there's one person just come to and just came 2 weeks ago. But where is my life? What about my life? Then why did you get married? Why did you have children? If you wanted your life, you should have remained single. You see? So these wrong conclusions should not come. If I come here and said, Amma, what is the topic? I don't know, Swamiji. Okay, I don't know is the topic. Continue. I didn't know what the topic is. I asked her, she said, I will organize. I said, okay. Then he said, inner strength for excellence. Okay, inner strength for excellence. How does it matter? What topic? Explore. So I am exploring while speaking. I don't know what I have to say. I have not come with a plan that I am going to only say this or say that, or in this manner I am going to unfold this topic or that text. See, it is important to follow certain, sometimes Bhagavad Gita or whatever, it is important. It's a systematic development of thought. But this is like a, what do you call, kya kehte hain?
External.
Huh?
External.
No, this is like a introduction sort of. See? So mind needs to be free in order to excel. If we are invested somewhere, invested in comfort, invested in our default settings of life, that I do it only this way, I like to eat only this way, I don't, then there is no question of exploration. You are already stuck. So understand now, if you have understood this point, now we come to what is stuck. Is the body stuck? No. Are the senses stuck? No. At a relative level, it is our mind which is stuck. Bhagavad Gita says, Dhyayato Vishayan Punsan Sangasteshu Pajayate. Whatever we think about again and again, we get attached to it. When we get attached to it, the next step is we desire it. So don't go window shopping. Because how many of you have gone window shopping and come back with few bags of things that you didn't want? This is what happens. See? Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsan. Vishaya means objects. And Vishaya means, the word for objects is Vishaya. What is the first part of it?
Vishaya.
Vish. It means objectivity is poison. Objectivity is poison. Attachment, the world by nature is divine. World by nature is divine. But when we live for the objects of the world. I'll come to say something, you may not like it. When we come to live for the relations, we must do our duty, no doubt. But we live as if there is, I cannot live without my child, I cannot live without my husband, I cannot live. Let that husband be paraplegic. The person will be thinking, no, yaar, jaldi chale jaye to I will be free. See? So we are वांगो बोलते हैं ना. So we were saying what? That ध्यायतो विषयान पुंसान संगस्तेषु उपजायते. Whenever we think about something, we become attached to it. Whenever we become attached to it, we become desirous of it. That could be your chair. That could be your dress. That could be the temperature in the house. That could be your food, how you like it. That could be what time you want to go for a walk. That could be what books you like to read. That could be out of all the subjects that you have taken for year 12. You are the year 12, na? Year 12. I didn't have that much beard when I was in year 12. Mine was very, very thin. And one day, out of frustration, why everyone else is having beard and I'm not, I shaved it. Oh man, after that I repented. Because it started growing so fast. Then I had to shave every day. See? Same thing. I am looking at other people, why their beard is growing and mine is not growing. I have a desire. Again and again I am thinking and I desire that my beard should grow. So what has to be done? Shave. And after that, repent. After that, repent. And this is how we move through life. And when our mind is moving through life in this manner, creating attachments here and attachments there and infatuations here and infatuations there, or fear here or expectation there or regret here, all this is creating, it is clouding our creativity, clouding our excellence in life. You are by nature excellent. Everyone. You are by nature excellent. That small child, if he comes and one day one parent came and they used to live with us for some time and then they found a job and they lived somewhere, and is a small baby and she was now 2 years old. And the father is very excited, my baby is learning ABCD. And after Krishna Janmashtami, I used to celebrate Krishna Janmashtami in the halls here. Now I don't do it. And we did that, and then he came home. I will make coffee, Swamiji, for all of you. You must be all tired. We sat down. And after coffee, this is at 12 o'clock, 12:30 in the morning. And the child is not sleeping because all happening around it. Young girl. And at 2-year-old, she was dancing on some Bollywood song at 12:30 in the morning. And then the father picked her up. She was getting tired. And when she's getting tired, the father picked her up. And before going, tell Swamiji, you 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10. She was not interested. Then she said, tell A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And she was not interested. Okay. She said, then afterwards, when he said 2, 3 times, she said it once. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she just wriggled from his lap. Again, the father forced him. See, this is attachment again. The father again forced her. 2, 3 times. The child does not know. She gave him one slap. 2-year-old gave one. It was funny situation. But did the father feel offended because 2-year-old has slapped him? When the child is lying in the bed and is not even just moving the legs like this and it kicks you, do you feel offended because the child has kicked you? You don't. Why? Why? Question is why? Tell.
Attachment.
No attachment.
Because it's a baby with happiness.
It is happy, but we have to come to the core of it. What is the reason? Huh?
Accept it.
I accept you also.
The child knows.
So if I come and just now I get up here and kick you, you will accept it?
Attachment. Love.
No,
The child knows it himself.
you also don't know. I know. There is no ego in the child. You understand? If I come and kick you, I have an intention and I want to trouble you. The child is completely clean slate. It doesn't even, it may be just collecting memories, but it has got no very, very weak ego. It is not crystallized yet. Therefore, in sleep, when a child is sleeping, or even as an adult you are sleeping, mother is sleeping with the children and the children kick the mother, she doesn't feel offended. But that same child, when he is awake and he kicks mother, then what happens? Immediate reaction, isn't it? Either verbal or physical. Immediate. Why? He is conscious. The child is not conscious of his body. And therefore, it does not matter to us. We give that child complete 100% discount. But the moment that child becomes 3.5, 4 years old, and he starts saying, this is my toy, this is my dress, this is my shoe. And when that child, out of frustration or whatever, suddenly kicks or hits something, immediately you reprimand that child, isn't it? But before you never did it. How come? What has changed in those 3.5, 4 years? That the child is getting a personality. It is getting identified that I am this body. See? Ego is required to function in this, for the daily functions. But how do you use it? Are you a happy ego or you are a miserable ego? If you want to be excellent, with joy, you surrender this ego to the higher goal, for some greatness. Vivekananda did it for the spread of the Hindu culture. Gandhiji did it for the freedom. Raman Maharishi did it for silence. And we have got today, just before all of you came, where is she? This lady, I forget the name, I don't know. Suddenly we started talking about some Mahatmas and from Hubli and this and that, and suddenly 10 minutes of maja aa gaya. Good introduction. That's what you want. You start talking about Mahatmas, you start talking about small children. That's why mothers only want to talk about their children. My mother, I am 60. She still thinks I am a small child. If one young mother comes and talks about her small child, she says, you know, when Swamiji was small, it was like this. Right? So I don't take her anywhere. It's an embarrassment. if a young mother is telling that my Swami, auntie, Maushi, dekho, see, Swamiji, see my child, and suddenly mummy is talking about Swamiji when he was young. What do you need that for? You enjoy that child's play. You don't have to compare your child. But this is what it is. Because there is no, when your children were young without any ego, those memories are very deep. That it is like almost divine. Then what happened now? Swamiji, tell my daughter, this is not Airbnb. What happened? Huh? Both have. One has become attached, and she's not considering her to be that small child, and she's also not the small child. She's also become crystallized in her personality. So wherever crystallization happens, there clashes begin. The ice cubes are never comfortable with each other in the glass, Water is comfortable everywhere, isn't it? So melt yourself. This melting of ego or melting of your personality, it happens when we surrender ourselves to some great goal. Myself, we have surrendered our mind. It is our ego is in the mind. We have surrendered our mind to the higher, to the divine. You surrender it to your studies. You surrender it to every breath. So every moment are we, I'll tell you how excellence happens. Every day, yesterday I made a falafel sandwich. I didn't buy anything. Someone bought some Turkish bread, another person brought some falafel, then they brought some salad and avocados and they were just going, they put one sandwich, plop, everything on top of it. I said, "Hai teri ke aise koi khata hai kya? Who eats a sandwich with all slopped on it?" Then I undid it. One sandwich they made, I said, "I'm not going to eat like this. It doesn't even look good." Then I cut all the Turkish bread. I put butter, put it under grill, toasted it, then took it out, put the salad, put the red capsicum, put the onions, put the the falafel. I first sauteed the falafel so that they were nice, warm and soft. Put it on top. Then I put layer of cheese on top, salt, pepper. Again grilled it. Just if you see the photograph, that lady, our Santa, she says, "Swami, this will, if I go to buy this outside, it will be $20. I said, "At least give me 15." Because just to look at it was, I also became hungry after looking at it. Nicely. So everything you do it with excellence. So you want to make a sandwich, do it perfectly. You want to wash dishes, do it perfectly. You want to walk perfectly. Keep improving. You want to wear clothes, wear perfectly. See, this is also cloth, and if I do this, I crumble it, this is also cloth. Which looks better? Crumbled cloth or nicely ironed cloth? In a garden also there are plants, in a jungle also there are plants. Which one looks better? Where do you want to go for a walk? Which is pleasing to the eyes? In a garden where everything is placed and nothing is prickling you. Otherwise you go to jungle, you want to enjoy it. You enjoy because Parks Victoria has organized the paths for you. But if you go into the areas where there are no paths, you will stop enjoying. You will be worried, where is the snake going to come out from? Which branch is going to, I should not be hit by the branch. You will be there for survival. But when you are in a garden, in an organized place, then it is a joy. So is our mind a jungle or is our mind a garden? Where everything has been cultivated systematically. You have chosen that these thoughts I want to cultivate, these qualities I want to cultivate, these abilities I want to cultivate, or because our eyes are open, whatever is in, yeah, I like that, this is window shopping, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. You go to food court, the tongue says, I want this also, I want that also, I want that. Anything is everything. So when we are living our life, continuously the world is coming to us, no? Seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting. It is coming into your mind as thoughts. Is our intellect, have we made the correct decisions that this thought I want to keep, I don't want to keep other thoughts? Or whatever comes on TV, you take it. Whatever comes on iPad, you take it. Or whatever friends tell you, you take it. This is all the Facebook and Instagram. They have more friends on Instagram, but no friend in life. Why? This is the reason. Because they have never cultivated their mind. We are talking about inner strength for excellence. When mind is too crowded with too many thoughts and emotions, it becomes a problematic problem. It will not be able to achieve what it wants, or the excellence that it needs. It will achieve something, but it will be mediocre. It will not be excellent. For excellence, we need to be very, very careful what we put into our mind. Now today, when you came here, I know, I can see Amma's, you must have chosen which sari to wear, right? You must have also taken, I'm going to wear this jacket or I'm going to wear that jacket. I also chose. I also took shower. I have to go to satsang. I decide, I never take a satsang without shower. I can, but it is my discipline that I have to be fresh. Do you eat anything that comes along your way? Do you eat anything that comes along your way? Meat, chicken, eggs, you may. So if in front of me, suppose all this sweet is there. It is there, available. Nobody is going to stop me from eating it. And I start eating. Just because it is available. Is it healthy for me? I am careful. I think all of you are careful what you put into your mouth, isn't it? That it should be healthy. Are we careful about what is going into our mind? What type of thoughts are going into our mind? Are the thoughts about continuous complaining? Are the thoughts about continuous assessment and judgment of other people? Or the thoughts are about divinity? Or the thoughts are about the whole world, like this child has come, you have come, all of you have come. I say, Arey yaar, again these people have come, again I have to talk. Why don't Bhagwan give me a break, man? I came for food, but they are making me talk. If I keep, every time I complain like this, doesn't work. But if our attitude is that whoever comes into my life is an expression of divinity, there also life is expressing. It is not my experience right now, but I will work towards that. I have to change my vision. And what is the vision? That instead of seeing that this is a problem, that is a problem, this situation is a problem, life is a problem, marriage is a problem, parents are a problem, brother or sister are a problem, work is problem, boss is problem. If I change my attitude towards everything and change it from problem to opportunity. And what is that opportunity? Let me see the divinity expressing in and through every person, situation, event, experience. It is not my experience yet, but Lord, give me that clarity, give me that grace, give me your blessings that I am able to see that. Who is the most excellent in our life? For all of us, the most excellent is God only, no? Invoke Him in your heart. Invoke Him in your heart. And by His blessings, just like a small child is growing up, the father shows, see, that is, see that is a mountain. See, that thing like puffs on up there, they are called clouds. What are they called? The child says clouds. What is behind the clouds? Sky. What is the color of the sky? Blue. And the father is so excited that, hey, my child, I have taught the child properly and my child can remember. You know, training is going well. You are all children. Here is the father now. This is a new shift. And I'm not saying in this, you have to call out to the Father, the Ishvara, invoke His grace, allow Him to see the world like He sees it. Every father makes the child see the world the way he sees it. He corrects his mistakes and tells the child, hey, look at it in this way, look at it in that way. Someone came the other day and they said, Swamiji, it is my 66th birthday. I said, happy death day. Swamiji, why happy death day? I'm 66. But at that very moment, suddenly it clicked to them. I said it jokingly only, but intentionally. Where the moment I said, yeah, everything that is born must die. So yes, I have lived 66 years. I got no regrets. Now only a few years left. 10, 15, 20, whatever. See, they took it positively. This is growth. But how Swamiji speaks like this? Is that a curse that he is giving me? I don't think I'm going to talk to him anymore. I will never meet him anymore. I will not do anything for him anymore. People can take that position also. So what was happening there in that interaction? That person is in a default mode that I must celebrate my 66th birthday. And many places when sometimes parents call me, Swamiji, please come to my child's birthday. Now to go to someone's 3-year-old, I saw him when he was born in the hospital. When a small child is having birthday cakes and all is good. But once you get teenagers, I said, no, I'm not coming for teenage birthday. Then what to do? They want parties and it's competition between parties where it is held. So one day I told one child, hey, you want to celebrate your birthday? Yes, Swamiji. I said, how you spend it? How do you do it normally? Oh, they bring so many presents and then we have to take presents and this and that. I said, you want to celebrate it differently? He said, yes. I said, whatever presents you get or whatever money your dad was going to spend on your birthday, you take that money and you help some orphan or homeless kid or something like that. Or take that money and go to a old age home and do some seva there. And the parents also listened, they did it. The child was suddenly, that small child who was enjoying birthday, now every year he goes, he's now 12 years old, I think. So last 2-3 years, he goes and he does something like this. He doesn't celebrate birthdays. He celebrates it in this manner. What is same thing we are doing every year? Are we exploring life? Do you believe? You look at it from Lord's point of view. Does Lord create the creation same way again and again? I'm asking.
Has to evolve. Evolution is
Every day, every moment of this creation is a new one, isn't it? Correct? Yeah. Then why do you think that the world that you are living in, is creation? Why do you think this creation is same as yesterday? Why do you think this same creation will be tomorrow also? Wrong conclusion, no? Think. When you come to this point where you don't know, then exploration begins. But if you think, I know everything, then we have become comfortable. Then we don't want to explore. Then we don't want to excel in anything. Because this is how I am. Accept it or leave it. Many children say like that. Many wives say that. Many husbands say that. Many Swamis also say that. It's a human thing, that we become comfortable in whatever we are, wherever we are, whatever our habits are. In Hindi they call it takiya kalam. Hindi में, English में क्या बोलेंगे उसको? तकिया कलाम को. Default setting. Default setting. When you are in default setting, default setting is what? You get up in the morning, eyes open. I'm talking about in school holidays kids, default setting. What is that? Eyes open and then they go back to sleep. And then they forget when the morning came and went because they get up at 11, 12 o'clock. Huh? And then their breakfast. It's lunchtime, but then their breakfast. The parents' default setting, even when you are 60 years old, then the mother is still thinking you are my chunnu, munnu, puttu, putti. And sometimes parents even say that in front of people, putta. And who is this putta? Grown-up fellow. Once our Swamiji went to someone's house and the mother came. Swamiji, you tell my son he should stop smoking. Amma is 90, 95, 96 years old. Her son is a brigadier. He is maybe in his 70s. And she is telling, tell my son to stop smoking. See, these are default settings. No exploration, no possibility available for such a person. So, are we falling into that trap? So, be very careful. We have to interact in this world. World is the same. World is going to be there. We are going to be in this world. We cannot escape from it. Either we complain about it or we are inspired about it. If you live at default settings, in comfortable setting, you will only complain and become miserable. But if you are out on a limb, that this or second part, your attention is on the divine, then excellence starts expressing. See? The two ways. We cannot escape. Many people want to escape by drugs, drinks, suicide. These things happen because they have lost the plot. It has become too big for them that, oh my God, what will happen, what will not happen? After Second World War, did not the parents have children? Nowadays, a lot of girls and young couples I'm meeting, they don't want to have children. Why? What is their future? They're saying, what is the future for them? Then what do they want? They keep pets. No human beings. Why? Pets listen. Pets follow them everywhere. Human beings will not follow. Is dealing with a pet who is totally submissive because you are that pet's master, is it the same to be with a child or with a wife or with a husband? No, because being with a child, with a husband, with a wife, it is every moment there is a challenge. You have to explore new ways. You have to explore new ways to negotiate through the traffic of family. Every moment it is coming. Think. So have this attitude that this world is divine, the divine himself is expressing in everyone. Everything that is coming to me in my life is an opportunity to grow, to opportunity to excel, opportunity to invoke the hidden potentiality within me. I was exploring that hidden potentiality as a child. As a student also I am exploring that potentiality, but just because now I am working, I have settled, I got my business, I got my family, I got my house, everything is not hunky-dory. There is greater heights to reach. And that's why we find Indians, when they come here, they are very good at excelling in everything. Europeans and Americans, where are they turning to? They are on the streets. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You go and do it, you feel ashamed, isn't it? It's your culture, it's your God's name. How come they are so taken up with it and you feel shy? I used to live in Switzerland, and there it's a small city where I was studying, and there one day on the street Hare Krishna people came and they were dancing and they were giving free Bhagavad Gita book. I took the book because photograph was so nice. And they said, "Oh, you're Indian." I said, "Yes." "Oh, come on, dance." I danced only 1 minute, but I felt, man, this is not normal. I am an intelligent, educated person. See, I'm an educated person. I'm not a person who dances on the streets with the Lord's name. We have to explore. See, get out of your comfort zone. Don't take anything for granted. Where you take everything for granted, that's where your downfall begins. Don't take anything for granted. Everything is in exploration. But exploration not with licentiousness, not with parameters. You have to take care. Explore doesn't mean I'm going to eat everything. Explore doesn't mean I have to experience everything. Exploration means I have to experience that by which I'm going to grow further into a greater being, into a more intelligent being, into a more divine being, into a more compassionate being. See? And this only happens when our attention is on something greater, something higher. See? Such is life. Every moment is a possibility. Every moment is a possibility. See, I'll take one more point and then I'll conclude. So, हो गया ना टाइम? कितना टाइम हो गया? हाँ, 10 more minutes. In one lecture I can't cover everything. Today my point is only what he said, a general view. If I don't know what is your plan, but next week or whenever it is next time, we will talk about the different conditions of mind, the bhumikas of mind. See, the bhumikas of the conditions of mind are, now we are talking about from excellence point of view. These are the 5 conditions in which your mind expresses. Now, which one is conducive for excellence? That's the purpose I am telling you these 5 points. So first is moodha. Moodha mana means dull mind, tamasic mind, everything. Come on, bring me that. Why can't you go and get it yourself? Do this. I'm busy with my own things. Come on, get up in the morning, you have to go to school. Just 1 minute more, I want to. We are all gone through that, isn't it? Moodha mana. Next stage, this is not conducive for excellence. This is good for excellence only for sleep. Second comes kshipta mana. Kshipta mana means agitated mind, restless mind. We all can identify with these conditions. These are the only 5 conditions of the mind. There is no 6th one. All other conditions fall into one of these 5 categories. Second is kshipta mana. Kshipta mana means agitated mind, restless mind. Why do we get agitated and restless? When our desires are not fulfilled. when we are holding on to our guns, when we have become comfortable. Whenever mind becomes comfortable, understand mind is by nature exploratory. And when it becomes comfortable, it says, what do I do next? What next? Nothing. Chalo, jo ghar mein hai, uske saath fight karo. Argue karo. Yeah. You understand little bit of Hindi? No? It doesn't matter. My friend was there, a Swedish fellow. Before I went to the ashram, when I was working here in Melbourne, he was tall, 6-footer. I'm short, and he used to speak in Swedish. I used to speak in English, and we could understand each other. That small child, and you are able to understand. So one father was watching, the mother is having the baby here, the child is going, did this happen? What do you want? This, that. The father was intrigued. He says, you understand what the baby is saying? He says, yes. What is the child saying? He's saying, I don't like daddy. Who is going to argue about it? Mother knows. So, where are we? Kshipta. Kshipta is restless, agitated mind. We get the dull mind, we go through it sometimes. Agitated and restless mind also we go through sometimes. Third state is vikshipta mana. It is distracted mind. This is majority of the time. Normal human beings in general are mostly distracted. Even while listening to me, so many times your attention must be going somewhere. Or you may be looking at me, I am feeling you are looking at me, but in your mind something other thought is going on. Distracted from inside, sometimes distracted from outside, sometimes distracted because some word I have said has triggered some memory and you go into that reverie, into that imagination.
Most of the time.
Don't speak like that. Never speak to yourself like that. Yes, it happens. No doubt it does happen, but don't say most of the times. Most of the times it doesn't happen. If it was happening most of the time that you are distracted, you would not be able to run your family. You will not be able to nourish your children. You will not be able to go to at the right time to pick up your children or to do whatever has to be done in your life. So it is not that it is most of the time. It is only sometimes. The fourth condition of the mind, I'll come back again afterwards. Fifth condition is niruddha mana, no mind. Bekoof. So this is also not conducive for excellence or for inner strength. Now the fourth one. What is the fourth one? Fourth one is single pointed mind. Ekagra mana. Ekagra mana means where you are thinking of one theme of thought, species of thought to the exclusion of everything else. And this is where a simple thing, japa, comes. You heard, you've seen Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Or Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Many people take the mala and they sit down, they chant 1 mala, 2 mala, 3 mala. In ISKCON they do 12 malas every day. Why? Mind becomes focused. But there's two conditions again. Either you are doing it mechanically, so mind is saying Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Mouth is saying Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. But the mind is going somewhere else. Just like eyes are looking at me, but the mind is imagining something else. Are we in that condition? Okay, it happens sometimes. So how do we correct it? you bring your heart into it, you bring your bhav into it. So when you do it with love, when you do it with bhav, when we do it with samarpan, sharnagati means surrender, and chant the name of the Lord. We have been always taught, chant the name of the Lord, 1 mala, 2 mala, 10 mala, 12 mala, the rosary bead. No, we don't believe that. So what do? You chant one, but you chant one with such intense bhav that you lose yourself in it. If it doesn't happen, take the second one. Again, put all the energy from your body and mind and heart, you put into that mantra and chant that mantra. See, you won't be able to chant even 10. This is one way. This is one way. A more physical way, outside, which worked for me when I was young, was Tratak. We are talking about single pointed mind. You need to withdraw your mind from everything and focus on one. This is happening to you every day. You withdraw from the entire waking world, daddy, mummy, body, your friends, and you only think of sleep. When you are totally available to the sleep pulls you in, isn't it? Sleep cannot happen if you are not single pointed on sleep. It cannot happen. Same way. When we are single pointedly focused on studies, for example, you will be excellent. Going to sleep and not being available to the world is excellence. We are all experts at it. So if I am speaking right now and I am not distracted by anything, then I am doing my job well, without any distraction, without any ambiguity. If you are studying a particular subject in your school and for your exams, and you are totally focused and you are studying 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, but C plus O2 is equal to what? This is distraction. You are studying mathematics and you are thinking of chemistry. Distraction. You are working here and you are thinking, oh, when I am going to go to India. Distraction. This is not what we want. We want to be completely available where we are at this moment. For that, some practices are there. I'll give you 3 practices and I'll conclude. One is, I gave already one, which is the Lord's name, but many children don't want to chant the Lord's name for whatever reasons. But it is healthy. And that is why at 6-7 years old, they are given the Gayatri Mantra so that they can become single pointed before puberty. If that ability to harness the vitality is not invoked in that young child, then that vitality starts wasting away. Second way. First was the japa. Second one, which is very simple. Every one of you can practice. Spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes before any time during the day. It does not matter. That is breath. It is 24/7. It is with you. It is going in, it is coming out. It is going in, it is coming out. All you have to do is bring your attention to the nostrils and sit with it and watch. Watch what? Watch the breath going into the nostrils. Watch the breath going out of the nostrils. What will happen? If you become aware of it, you will become aware of when you breathe in, when the air is going into your nostrils, you will feel coolness in your nostrils. When the breath is coming out, you will feel warmth in your nostrils. With this, your focus will become even more. More you become available. And slowly, the breath sometimes can become very, very slow. When breath becomes slow, mind becomes quiet. If breath is fast, mind is fast. If mind is fast, breath is also going fast. If mind is slow, breath is slow. They are both connected. This is the second exercise. And third exercise also I have told, and that is that whatever you are doing in your life, this is in the outside world, whatever you are doing in your outside world, whatever subject, whatever work that you are doing, be 100% available to it without any distraction. Because remember, five conditions of mind. To be excellent means only one, which is single pointed mind. Ekagra chitta mana. Ekagra mana. And you cultivate that. And for this, you want some a bit more, like you take those wires. If my battery is flat, and I take those jump cords from another car, and boom, it starts. You start the car, and then you have to keep driving. So you want there is one exercise which can make this jump start in your life, which is tratak. Tratak is done. You take one, what do you call, a candle, keep it at this level, 21 degrees above your eye level. This is your eye level, a little bit up there. Or you put a dot or a om on a wall and you keep watching it. Watch it till tears come out of your eyes without blinking. This is a bit strong one. Watch it till the tears come down. They will come down anyway, but watch it without blinking. But watch it to that level that you should not start getting a headache. If your eyes are getting tired, you close your eyes gently. The moment you close your eyes, you will see that flame of the candle. It will come to your third eye. You keep watching it for some time, then it will dissolve away. Again you open your eyes, again you watch it, again you don't blink. With that focus and concentration, the tears will start coming without allowing the headache to develop, because then you are forcing too much. How do you relax and observe? You synchronize it with your breath. And you do it for a few times. See your focus. You have to just keep doing it every day for maybe 2 times, 3 times, 4 times you do it. And see your focus, how suddenly the single pointed focus in your life, which is a prerequisite for excellence, which is a prerequisite for inner strength in your mind, because all energy is in the mind. Why the mind is not able to express that energy and become excellent in whatever it does? Because too many thoughts in the mind. We are teaching the mind to become focused. And wherever you apply that mind, it will excel. All the best for your exams if we don't meet again. And you got many years to go ahead still. So with that we conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a few moments. Just watch your breath going in and coming out. Take a chair and sit at the nostrils. watching the breath going in and coming out. Don't think of anything else. Hari Om.